apply excessive force, I control that force through fluid motion. Means becoming like clear water.
Water.
Right. Water can take any form. Drifts without effort one moment, then...
Alec! Thank you for the lurk, brother. Dude. Jane! Hi, Jane. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. Yo, Jeremy. Jeremy came with it. He said, "Where is my One Piece?" We talked about One Piece. Will. Jeremy, just for you. Fuck PSA. Just for you, Jeremy. This is all my One Piece stuff. All right. Oh, Will, we're fucking vibing. Oh, check this out. Jeremy, did you know? Yo, Deadpool, what up, brother? Jeremy, did you know? So these cards in specific, these here, these are from a God pack. I got an OP09. So this is a God pack of the 09 leaders. Then I got a couple more Robins. Rocinante. I opened a lot of Japanese One Piece. I opened a lot of Japanese One Piece. A lot of Japanese One Piece. Yeah, Deadpool. These are all One Piece. I'm a really big One Piece fan. All right, let me fix my focus. And then we can go through all the piles of all the stuff I have. I have a lot of cards, Jeremy. I don't know how much of this you're even interested in. Or if you'll like any of these. Anything you see, Jeremy, that you like, you just let me know and I'll put to the side. I have a good bit, though. Alright. These are all the starter decks. I didn't know I had double Toshigi. Yo! Yo! Boys! We've upgraded. We've upgraded. We have upgraded, boys. We are now no longer the third favorite streamer. What are these? Oh, here's some of the hollow. I got some hollows. These are the foils. I know I have a couple gold. I know I have a couple golds. I think I have one complete set. These are just SRs. What's this? I'm keeping that. See what else I got here. Alright, you got a ton of these too? Alright. Alright. This looks like it's all repeating. Oh, here's my golds. I have a Big Mom, Crocodile, and Cracker. I'll put this to the side so we can make sure you get the better one of the two. This is all One Piece, man. This is Japanese One Piece. Jeremy wanted to buy a couple, so I told him I'd take out some of these cards. Any interest in these? I'll put these to the side just in case. And then, alright. We're going to start from OP01, Jeremy. These are OP01 alts. I don't even, like, this is ridiculous. That, like, this is, maybe this one. Anything from OP01? I'll fan through them one more time. Pass on 01. All right. O2. The first Kuzan. Good on the rest. All right. 03. A lot of Katakuris. Pedo Spedo. Cracker. This fuck, dude. Every time I pulled one of these, I got so pissed. The first Kata. Dude, I had to reverse engineer a virus today, and I realized I wasn't in a virtual machine and ended up in... Oh my god. No data. Oh my god. Long day, huh? Yo, Deadpool, don't forget, man. Send me pictures of those One Piece cards that you won. And I'll tell you if you got anything like super crazy. Dude, super long day, I bet. All right, 04. Couple Dolphys, Bartolomeos, more Barts, Capone, and then this fuck. Not too much on the 04. The Bartolomeos are probably like the only good looking hit. You probably don't want any of these. Good on those. 05. What up, Jeff? Some Kaidos, a ton of Luffys, some more Kaidos. Kid, Koala, Uta, some Shirahoshis. Nico. Actually, I'll probably keep this. It was so stupid, man. Such a rookie mistake, too. Shirahoshi. It's a good card. Actually sold. I'm keeping the Robin. I forgot I had this. Sorry. I'm keeping the Robin. Gosh, he's so thick. Boo this man. Boo this man. All right. I'll sell to you. I'll sell to you because it's been in this case. I'll be nice. I'll sell it to you. Dude, might have to change your name to Data Compromise. All right, 06. Sell for 40% above market. Good on those. Okay. I don't have much 07. Ace, Jinbei, and then Nami's Cat Burglar friend. I might add some of these into the waifu box as one hitters. I'm gonna add this to the waifu box if you don't want it. We'll see if Jeremy wants it or not. If not, I'll add it to the waifu box. Good. Need to go back. Oh, we have her too. Pointy nose bitch. She's 07 as well. If you want her, let me know. Oh, wait. Rayleigh. Kaido, Big Mom. Julie Bonnie, Kaido. I need to put this in my leaders pile, but if you're interested in that, more Rayleighs, Snake, the Pudding, and then some more of these. I know you're getting these graded, so I'm putting any duplicates together so we can just pick out whichever one you like the most. The chopper? Okay. That's a good chopper, too. This is one of the better chopper alts. Alright. And then 09. I have a lot of 09. Luffy alt, Luffy sex, so a lot of Luffy sex. I opened so much. Nami. Which Roger alt? The secret? Ton of Namis, Shanks alts, Lim alts. Sanji, Law, Ben Beckman, Crocodile, Mihawk. Alright, you're good on these? Alright. Alright, that's about it. The teach? Alright. And that is it. That is my One Piece. Alright. I do need to go back. Oh shit, did you see this gecko? I didn't show off this gecko. I don't know if you're a gecko fan. Spring cleaning on your OP. Dude, I just have so much One Piece, man. If you guys are ever interested in anything, you know, if I have it, I'd be down to sell it. Yeah, I can do a Robin leader. I mean, I gave you the other Robin. This bow was so nice. Okay, I've got like $750 to spend. I'll be fair. I'll be fair. I'll be fair. I don't even know what these comp for. Alright. Let's go through the two dupes that I have. Let's go through the two dupes that I have. There's the two Oda ones and the two Charlotte puddings. I think I'm going to send all my OP to tag. Alright. I like this one better between the two. This is a bit harder to gauge. Okay. This one's going to be better. This one's gonna be better. And I'm gonna use these for the white box. Alright, so this is what we got. Go through it one more time. Mickey D. Luffy, Charlotte, Robin Leader, Gecko, Teach, Alt Roger, 2020 Chopper, the Alt Nico, Shirahoshi, Katakuri, Kuzan. Yeah, this used to be pretty pricey. I just don't know what they're all going for. But that was like fairly, when it was like fairly new. What's up, guys? Guys, by the way, what me and Jeremy are talking about, he hit me up on Discord because PSA changed their values again. They just went up. They changed, now instead of a 45-day turnaround, it changed to 65 days turnaround, and it's $2 extra for every bulk card. So with their changes, now I have to make changes with my PSA pricing. And I think it's just, we got to be more, I would say we got to be more picky with what we send because of the amount of length it takes to get sent now, and whatnot. So, yeah, very annoying. very, 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 very annoying, man. I don't know what their plan is, dude. But it is fucking stupid, man. But what is up, everybody, man? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. More pickier than the current level of pickiness. I just like, to me, it's like, it's more about like if you're gonna wait, 65 days for a card just to get it slabbed, man, might just be better not to get a slab, unless it's a very important card to you. All right, Jeff. Jeff. You know, it's just like, dude, is it really fucking worth it for some cards? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But what's up, guys? Besides Data's fucking crazy ass day, how's everyone else doing? What other display options are there for cards similar to slabs, though? You can get one touches. You can get something called a one touch. It doesn't increase the value of the card, but it will protect it. So, for example, I have a couple one touches on some pretty pricey cards of mine. So, like, this is what a one touch is. There's no grade to it. I haven't sent these out to grade, but they hold my card. There's also like another version of the one touch where you can I mean, you know, there's a bunch of different ways. It's really just up to like what you is. I'm not saying stay away from PSA. I'm just saying, like, it's just kind of annoying. And like, for example, like these cards are my wife's. These are cards that I got my wife, and these are just like in a picture frame. And as you can tell, it just collects dust. That's just dust. You know, just a $3,000 card just collecting dust in a picture frame. So, you know, there's many different ways, ways to display cards. Bro, you can add that to my box. Yeah, man. I got her that for our anniversary. I got her that for our anniversary. Man, I put up my piano for pickup. This guy never reached back out. Someone should do that with the Bobo Charmander slab, but with all three. That's what I'm saying. With Kim, so since I know Kim personally, I'm going to recommend to him to get the Bulbasaur as a PSA 9. I'm going to recommend to him to get the Bulbasaur as a PSA 9 and have the whole set together. PSA 9s, you know, rule of thumb, are just what the raw copy is, so it shouldn't be more than like $80 for a PSA 9 version of the Bulbasaur, and just have all three. Well, Jeremy, since we're just chilling, dude, why don't we just do some eBay comps on these cards? I probably should have sold a lot of these cards. But, dude, listing Japanese cards on eBay is just so annoying. Probably should have sold a lot of these cards when I got them a long time ago. I've been looking at a few. All right, for sure. Start from the top. I do want one in the picture frame with the 3 Ralts. I am 2 out of 3. So that Japanese one, I got in a PSA 10. I actually have an English one now. So, I have the Gardevoir and the Curla. Now I need the Ralts. If I can get the Ralts in English, I will be complete. And I don't think it matters to me if they're all 10s, because I don't think the Gardevoir is going to be a 10. The Curlia might, but I don't think the Gardevoir will be a 10. All right, One Piece. We'll start with the Tashigi. Tashigi SP. Tashigi SP. ST. Tashigi SP. Japanese. I have the JT Ralt and Curly and a pristine 10. I need the Guardy. Japanese. Alright, one sold in February for 50. One sold March 17th for 50. One sold February 16th for 45. For some reason, this is English. These are all English. This Japanese one sold for 50 February 15th. Japanese. This one sold for 45. This one sold for 50 March 10th. 46. So 45 to 50 bucks. So we'll just put price ranges because we're gonna probably wheel and deal. I had her at 50. I think it's a little high from what I'm looking to spend. Okay. I mean, we'll just put 45, 50. I mean, let's just see what they all come out to, and then, you know, since you're buying a lot, we can work out a deal. And then, Jeremy, we could always also do the same thing that I do with the slabs. We could just do a slab away, and you can pay over time. I mean, I trust you, so I'm not super stressed about it. Like, you're doing me just as big of a favor as I am helping you fill out your order. Helping me move some of these cards. All right, this goes on $8. This is English for 14, English for 13. $8. $5, $8. All right, we'll just say fucking who's on 5 to 8. Everything's gonna get compounded, and then probably just cut some top off the top. One Piece, Katakuri. TCG really need, dude. The second I can sell on TCG Japanese, I'll fucking make a couple other fucking grand. All right, OP3, 123. All right, $15 sold yesterday. 12, 14. Damn, someone got this one for cheap, $4. I got positive cards just sitting here. I don't want to. I feel you. I feel you, man. I'm the same way. All right, this one's about 15. Let's do 15. Cut. 15. Shirahoshi. I wonder if she's gone down. It is a sick card. This one is a sick card. See that $4? That's why it's incredibly difficult to track market prices, those stupid one-offs. Yeah, I mean, those are just people that don't know, you know? Like, that's why I look at multiple listings. Alright, that is English. $8, $7. Damn, this is sick. Holy shit, that looks so good. That is a very nice card. I'll take that over TCG player price dumps, like what happened with the Umbreon. Yeah, market manipulation is just, you'll never be able to get away from it, right? Every once in a while, you can take advantage for sure. Damn, this Nami was up for $17. Bro, the promos made the fucking illustration box worth it. Someone had their Rosinante card in their deck at locals on Sunday. That card, dude, that card looks so sick, bro. This card looks so fucking clean. Bruh. With this fucking stamp, dude. Damn, that's a clean ass fucking card. I'm telling you, man, one piece texture, dude, unmatched. All right, what do we see? We saw like 6 to 8, right? All right, let's just do 6 to 8. This is 7, and this was 8. Let's do 7. Alright, Nico Robin. I love Pokemon. They don't got shit on One Piece, dude. I completely agree. Nico Robin. This is OPO 5, 10. Booty. Damn! Dude, this shit goes for fucking 85! There's no way. There's no, a fucking PSA 10 of this sold for 60 and someone bought a raw copy for 85? Hell no, that dude got fucking robbed. That dude got fucking robbed, dude. Alright, so the English is going for like $15. Mommy. Mommy. Yo, Yo. Yo. This is a real card? I just found my new Nico Robin Grail. PSA 10 One Piece Nico Robin first anniversary set Chinese. Yo! Dude, after watching Sanji Kick-Ass episode 30, I'm so hooked on One Piece. Pokemon cards are cool, but One Piece is the better show. Dude, it's One Piece greatness, man. One Piece greatness, dude. This is nice too. From Film Red. Oh, it's so hot. Can I see just one Japanese? So there we go. All right, they're like $4. All right. $10. End of January. $10. April 7th. April 7th, 2025. It's still selling from January to April. It's still selling for $10. So we'll just say $10 for now. Chopper 10. Goldie Roger. LPO 9. Alt sec. $7. Crazy. $10. 12. Like, this is crazy. Someone overpaid. 14 on 14 bids. Alright, I'm gonna just say $10. $10 for the Roger. Teach. OPO9. Teach. OPO9. Japanese. $5. $4. Dude, I need that Japanese. I need that Chinese Nico Robin, dude. Wow, that card is beautiful. 4 to 5. 4 to 5. $4 to $5 for this teach. All right, Gecko. This Gecko is sick, actually. I really enjoy the art of this Gecko. Gecko Moria. 0686 JP. This is also a really cool looking Gecko. 0686. This one. But where are you in Japanese? $4. $8. It's crazy just seeing the huge discrepancy, man. English is just 10x. That Alt Ordia Maria tank when they banned them, yeah, because dude, these you used to be able to sell these for $15. I sold a lot of these SRs for $15. Sold a lot of those. That was like $80 in English. Now it's 15. Yeah, it's crazy. I was selling the SRs for $15, man. I made a good bit off those SRs. Robin, a leader. My box with all the book and OP should be here tomorrow. I'm so excited, dude. I'm so happy for you, brother. I'm glad that you are excited. 10, 6, 15 on 8 bids. Surprising. Look at these cards, dude. Look at these cards. Look at what they're trying to do. Luckily, I want real cards. Jesus, what the hell? What do you? All right. I'm gonna put Robin at 750. Charlotte's pudding. The Charlotte leader is amazing. Yo, Sundance, why do you have those custom waifus names saved? I don't have those saved. You're crazy. I might have looked at them once upon a time. For science purposes. R&D. You see it and you're like, what the hell? I need to see what's going on here. Luffy anniversary. This is sick. All right, $1 for that. Well, who? This fancy person? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Log on, log off, log on, log off. All right. What do who are you? Can I go to your fucking account? How do I know you? Bruh. Oh, he had it listed for $5 and gave it 75% off. Dude, a dollar something doesn't even cover shipping. That's crazy. All right, it sells for $5. That's like $1.37. That's fucking crazy. Okay, let's add this shit up. All right, Jeremy. What's the most you want to do? I added everything up. It came up to 139. Also, check this out. I'm trying to decide if I want the Tashigi or not. I can hold it for you. You can grab it later. So I got this for my wife because she's a doctor and she's in the military. So I saw this and I was like, dude, this is awesome. A camo Tony chopper, dude. I would do 125 for everything if you wanted. From pretty much 140 to 125, so give you $15 off. And then if you want, I can hold the Tashigi to the side. I would still honor the 125 price. You give me 75, I send all this, and then when you want the Tashigi, you can send the 50. And I'll still honor the 125 price. Will Tashigi grade? Oh, for sure she'll grade. Are you kidding me? I have another Tashigi if you want to see that one. Let me fix my focusing. The back is centered very well. I have another one if you want it. Let me grab the other one. I had two Tashigis, and then you can pick which one you think is better. I'll give you my honest input, of course, since I'm looking at it. Where did I have the Tashigi? But between these two, I can already tell you this one is probably better centered. And the way I can tell is if we look at this bottom left corner, check this shit out. You see how this white dot here is like halfway? You see how the white dot is cut off? This white dot is not cut off. You see that? You see how this one's cut off? I have to fix my focusing again. You see how this one's cut off there? And this one's not cut off? So that would lead me to assume that this back one is better centered. And then you can also tell from here. You see the spacing here? You see how close this is to the side and this one isn't? So that would lead me to assume that this one is not well centered. So I would give you this one. That's the better centered one. I have no skin in the game because I'm not going to fucking grade it, so I have no problem giving you the gradable one. But it is up to you, brother. Alright. Well, deal, brother. No, of course, man. So let's do this, Jeremy. You're gonna want this stuff soon, and I have a lot of bulk. Do you want me to ship you out soon, or what's your timeline right now? What's your timeline right now? Let me get these in semi-rigids for you. It is a nice haul. I appreciate you working with me. Hopefully I can send out next week. Okay, so you want to get shipped, right? Yeah, Jeremy. I'll print your label out tonight because I'll have to weigh everything, and I'll send you a screenshot and let you know how much you owe. But I'll have everything ready for you to get shipped to for me to drop it off tomorrow. Crazy how all the cards pretty much match with each other as well. Like Katakuri and Kuzan, kind of like the right hands of the Yonkos, the Shirahoshi and the Nico Robin. Oh, we got a person. Shirahoshi and Nico, right? Waifus, Chopper. No connection there. Gecko, Teach, Warlords, Charlotte Pudding, Robin. Kuzan, that crying bitch. Bro, that animation of that fight is so good too. Bro, when they're having like the flashbacks. When they're having like the flashbacks, dude. Can't tell me that ain't fire, bro. Can't tell me. I only watched the show so far, so I'm only up to there. Oh, dude, get ready, man. That fight is really good. So, whenever you finish watching that fight with Garp, watch on YouTube, go to the breakdown. Someone breaks down the fight, and in between the frames of the fight, it's like flashbacks of when they were like younger, and he was training with Garp at first. And it's sick. It's so sick. So sick. Well, Jeremy, man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for trusting me and going through the process with me. Get this bulk headed your way soon enough. Jeremy. That written there. And this, I need to put in a semi. Just put this in a semi now. So I don't have to worry about it later. It's perfect. Take this Don card out of here. That, do that.
Tense, I'm calm. You apply excessive force.
Put you
I control that force through fluid motions.
Let me make sure there's no other bags, but I'm pretty sure this is it for you. All right. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Bro, so there's a guy I sell all my bulk to, right? And to be fair, I probably give him a pretty good deal on bulk. Let's say divided by... You know, I charge him like 15 cents per bulk, per card. It was like 10,000 cards. I charge him like $150 for it. But he offered me a fucking rookie Otani instead of paying cash for the bulk. He's like, hey, I have a rookie Otani. I have a couple rookie Otanis if you're interested in. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, ah. He's like, you like baseball? I was like, I don't necessarily like baseball, but I like Otani. You mean Shohei? So, we'll see. Tony Choppa. He's so cute. Bro, did you make a trade? No, it's for the next time. I told him to send me pictures of his stuff so I can comp it myself. He's like, yeah, I can send you pictures and stuff. I have a ton of rookie Otanis and stuff. I was like, send me pictures, bro. Send me pictures, man. You kidding me? I was like, he's like, yeah, I'm kind of I want to get out of baseball. I don't care about it anymore. I was like, send me pictures, dude. I was like, even if we don't make a trade, dude, I'll buy it. Cause I've been selling that guy bulk for a while, and he's like, hey, I know you're pretty cool because you give me good deals on the bulk. Like, I give him good deals because, like, at the end of the day, like, one, it gets the bulk. I'm not throwing it out. I don't have to go through some third party online and like you know, ship it off somewhere. I just drive 9 minutes down the road to the Target and I hand him the box. So he saves me a lot, and he uses the cards to give to kids. He does like little baggies and gives us the cards to sick kids and stuff. So, super helpful, right? But he brought that up, and I was like, Otani? Tell him Otani's washed. I wish I could, but he knows his baseball stuff. He knows his baseball because he was telling me his brother was a big Otani collector, and bought a ton of Otani like number cards and stuff like that, and sold them through Golden and made like 300K off of Otani 1-of-1s and a bunch of other number cards. So the guy knows the worth, but the card that he was offering me was like a rookie Otani box topper, like at a 50. And he's like, it sells for like 1,200-1,500, but I'm trying to get rid of it. I'll sell it to you. And he's like, I like you, so I'll sell it to you for like $800. And I was like, huh? I was like, can I see a picture? That's what I said. I kept my cool inside, but I was like, can I see a picture? Put that shit right next to my Wemby. You said sick kids? Are they like really cool kids or ill? Ill kids. If that's real, that's a steal. Yeah, if it's real, that's why I want to see pictures. I want to see pictures and comp it and just like cover my bases. I've had a couple acquaintances with him, so I want to believe that he won't try to fuck me over, but I mean, you never know, Jeremy. You've been in this hobby long enough. You never fucking know, dude. You never know, man. So his kid used it in a... Dude, imagine it's just all torn up. It's just all destroyed, dude. Man, I'm so mad, dude. I've sold 134 things on eBay, and I got my first neutral rating. And the guy didn't even say anything. He hit a period. He typed period, and that's it, and gave me a neutral rating. And I have an idea why he gave me a neutral rating, but it's not my fault. I sold something at market. The guy bought it at market. Now, am I gonna lie and say it wasn't expensive? It was expensive, but that's what the market was. You know, I listed it for market. He bought it, and I think he's mad because he bought it at market. So I'm a little tight about it, dude. I'm a little tight about it. I was like, that's your fault, dog. That's not my fault. That's your fault. I think that'll put me at 20 for tag. You definitely got like at least 12. You definitely got like at least, I don't know, man. How many did we fucking do? Royal. Oh fuck, that sucks. I'm all 5 stars, like such great reviews right now. I'm dreading my first. It's not even a bad review. I'm all 5 stars. I'm still all 5 stars. I'm still 100% positive feedback. You know what I mean? Like if you look at my profile, I'm looking at it right now since I was at eBay. But if you look at my profile, I'm like 52 blue stars. So like I even hit this fucking blue star thing. Right? Icon legend. And I'm still 100% feedback. I'm a top rated seller. But I just got this one neutral thing, dude. But everything's great. Great quality, condition, value, and appearance is flawless. Beautiful card. Amazing condition. Like even all this is like my lowest score is my lowest score is my shipping at 4.8. And the only reason this is a 4.8 is because I was brand new to eBay and I didn't know how to change the shipping. So I didn't know, like, for a card that's under $20, I didn't know that people send them in PWEs. So I had it at like a $5 bubble mailer thing. I didn't know. Then someone messaged me about it and told me, and I was like, oh shit, I'm sorry. I had no idea. I'm brand new to selling on eBay. So I fixed it, right? Then my shipping got good. Like, I don't get this. What do you mean accurate? It is what it is, dude. Like, whatever. I mean, technically, I'm all 5 stars, right? No? So Data, you're saying you're 5.0 on all of these? You're 5.0 on all of these? If so, that's kind of crazy, dude. Royal, what's up, man? Any more luck in the Magic streets, brother? Any more luck in the Magic streets? Nada. Packs went up. How much are the packs now? $36 for collectors. How much was it before when it first dropped? God, that's fucking crazy. I can't find it, but this was my favorite review. Trusted seller. Item as described. Smooth transaction with fast shipping. Would do business again. A+. Jesus. They started at 30 but sold out quickly. Do you like the set though, Royal? Are you a fan of it? It has dragons. Fair enough. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. It is pretty sick. So I'm actually going to be going to the one shop that normally underprices their Magic. So I'm going to see what they price that set for. It'll just be interesting to see. Magic the Gathering, dude. I'm so ready for that Final Fantasy set, dude. They need to hurry up and drop it. Some good chases, Dragon Scale Special Guest, Ghost Firefalls, and Serialized Mixed Jaspers up to 500. God damn! I wonder how much the collector boosters are selling for. Man, maybe I should have got one when I saw one for a really good deal. Maybe I should have got one then. Alright, what was I going to look up? YouTube. Young. Yeah. Anything with the word mocks attracts attention. Man, you know, I just wish we had like more.
Wait, what just happened?
Interested like magic people. Alright. I've been wanting to watch this dude's video on this. Dude, I love magic. But Data, you know, like Data, you're starting to become like a staple of the stream. You weren't here when I first tried to sell magic. It was just me and Royal. I bought a collector's bundle of Dustmorn. Didn't sell one pack, so I had to sell the whole bundle. I broke even, like dead even on it. I managed to get some foundations, and me and Royal pretty much split the box that I got. Me and Royal pretty much split it, and he ended up getting the foil. So like I lost like a little bit off of those because I opened half of them. Royal got the mana foil. Like, I didn't break even off of buying that box because I opened the majority of the packs. And then Royal got some as well. But I know for a fact that I'm getting damn, I got into Magic when Hunt came out on Halloween. That was a 6-set. Dustmore was sick, man. But I'm gonna try my best to get some of the Final Fantasy set. Like, without a doubt, I'm going to try my best. On release day, I'm going to go to my LGS to see if I can get a box. And that LGS, people don't really buy Magic from there much. I have to go there tomorrow anyway because I'm re-upping on the hitbox. So I'm getting some vintage cards and some other raw cards.
Finally provided a response to all of the backlash surrounding.
Oh, by the way, in regards to this video, this guy, I love this guy's videos. I started watching him. I can't reserve it. They don't do early releases. They don't do early reservations or anything. They're only going to get like 12 boxes. So I have to just get there in time to fucking buy it. This guy, I've been watching a lot of this guy. I know a lot of like YouTubers watch him and stuff and Twitch streamers. But this video is about Nintendo responding to people being pissed about their $80 games. So I wanted to see what this video was about.
In particular, the $80 price tag for certain games. And the backlash is pretty extensive. It's not just the price point, the MSRP that's gone up, that's getting backlash, but also accessories going up in price and the upgrade packs associated with Switch 2 edition games that will require some form of payment that are paywalled in some way, shape, or form. The fact that, you know, the GameCube controller is paywalled behind Switch Online and pre-orders. There's also physical media.
Dude looks like Mr. Chow from Hangover. His
regards.
videos are really good.
Game key cards format.
His videos
not
are
being
really
something
good.
people are a fan of because it's physical media that requires an online download, which defeats the whole purpose of that particular physical media. Tariffs might force prices to go up. And then recently we learned Joy-Cons are not going to feature Hall effect joysticks, which would have mitigated the Joy-Con drift issue that's been prevalent for Switch 1. Most recently, we learned that Nintendo Switch 2 will not implement achievements, or at least, I don't know, not yet. Zelda will have in-app achievements, but in terms of the overall system, Nintendo's just kind of not implementing that element, which achievements being something that a lot of people care about and find to be a great motivator to play.
I don't care about achievements, but I know some people really do care.
And come back to games, just some people found that a little disappointing. Oh, and another bit of news.
Welcome back, Jeff. Hope you figured all that stuff out.
That cropped up today is that Canada has also recently delayed Switch 2 pre-orders because of tariffs, so on and so forth. Pre-orders have gone live in countries like UK and Australia and you name it, but in sort of the Americas, it seems like things are a little precarious right now on that front. But the focus today will be on the $80 MSRP for Mario Kart World. Now, here's something that
Bro, not even Zelda's $80. Zelda is priced less than Mario Kart World? In what world?
Just for some reason missed in my previous videos that I learned very recently. It's not just Mario Kart World that will have an $80 MSRP. It's also Switch 2 editions of games that will be at that price point. And the most egregious example of this is The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Look at this. That is $80. That's an old game, and it is getting a resolutions upgrade and faster loading times, and yeah, some like app integration that's kind of neat. But many would argue that more consumer-friendly developers would provide those updates for free. We've seen far greater upgrades for free than what Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is giving us here. The fact that they kind of had the audacity to increase an old game's price point by an additional $10. Like at the very least, Mario Kart World is a brand new game for a brand new generation of consoles, but Tears of the Kingdom, it's the same game. There's no like true additional content added to it, and they decided to price this at $80. It is actually freaking insane. And then for certain games that were once upon a time $60, like Kirby and the Forgotten Land and Mario Party Jamboree, those have gone up in price by $20. These are also $80. Utter insanity that old games are being treated as brand new releases that also implement the higher MSRP, the new base standard that they're trying to set here. And that goes to highlight that rumors that upgrade packs will be anywhere from $10 to $20 were absolutely true. $10 for stuff that is mainly just, you know, like a graphics and performance upgrade, and $20 for games like Kirby and Mario Party that do add new content. And the response that Nintendo has provided trying to justify that price point has not made things any better. If anything, it's only made the backlash worse. People are not buying what Nintendo is relaying. The justification is just incredibly weak. So right here we have an article by the Washington Post whose headline reads, Nintendo boss Doug Bowser explains the $80 price for Mario Kart World. Oh, how fitting it is that the name of Nintendo of America's president is Bowser in this situation. So yeah, the Washington Post spoke with Bowser and inquired about the $80 price tag for games like Mario Kart World, and Bowser first started by pointing out that certain titles like Donkey Kong Bonanza are going to be $70, but that doesn't change the fact that people who will be buying Mario Kart World or certain Switch 2 edition games will still be shelling out $80. So the way Bowser kind of framed all of this is that what you see right there is variable pricing. We'll look at each game, really look at the development that's gone into the game, the breadth and depth of the gameplay, if you will, the durability over time, and the replayability of gameplay experiences. Those are all factors, and there's many more that go into consideration of what is the right price point for the game. So I think you can anticipate that there will be variable pricing, and we haven't set a benchmark. Except when you look at the kinds of games that are out right now or that will be releasing that you could argue are bigger in budget, bigger in scale than Mario Kart World and are still priced at $70 or less, there is no excuse for Mario Kart World to be priced at $80. Nintendo's acting as if Mario
That's exactly what I said, dude. Who the fuck cares about Mario Kart World? Who?
Kart World is reaching ambitions at the level of GTA 6 or something along those lines. And not to mention that at $70, Mario Kart World will make its money back and then some, but it's not about making enough money for Nintendo. It's just about making all the money they can. And while Mario Kart World doesn't feature microtransactions and all of these elements, the MSRP going up during the current economic state when wages have not kept up with the inflation, and when $80 for Mario Kart World and that's succeeding sets a precedent for other companies to follow suit, setting the price point at $80 for their major releases, and this essentially increasing the floor of prices for gaming as a whole. Like, that's what Nintendo has done here. They've kickstarted something here that will screw over a lot of consumers and kind of extract more money from them.
Yeah, I really do wonder who will be next, right? Like I mentioned before, GTA 6 is probably going to be a $100 game. GTA 6 will probably be the very first $100 game that we as a society will see and people will pay for. But who is it going to be? Xbox? Is it going to be PlayStation? What's the next AAA title that people are going to get away with and pay? Like, you think Call of Duty gets away with this? You think Call of Duty will be able to get away with an $80 game? Or Battlefield?
It's already a pretty
Marathon? A lot of leaks are starting to drop about Marathon right now. Bungie's new game, right? $80 for Marathon?
expensive hobby. On this topic, the Washington Post, or specifically Gene Park, the editor of this article, asked Bowser if Nintendo breaking the seal on higher game prices is part of its role as an industry leader, if this is a trend that they want to kickstart because they're in a position to be able to do so. And what Bowser said was, I think it's less about representing the industry. This is really about Nintendo deciding the right thing to do for its products or what the pricing should be for its products overall. Even in the previous generation, we had some variability, referring to the fact that Tears of the Kingdom was $70, whereas a lot of other games were $60, except by the time Tears of the Kingdom came out, $70 had already kind of been standardized. But in this case, it's Nintendo who's trying to standardize yet another price increase for the baseline MSRP of major releases from $70 to $80. He further continued, I think for us, that's really how we want to proceed and go forward. I can't speak for other games that might be released by other publishers or platforms. It's more about what we think is right for our content, what is the right value for the consumers as they come into our platform. They're kind of trying to skirt responsibility for what actions other companies might take. They're kind of basically saying this whole $80 to $70 variability, we're just doing our thing. But people watch what you do, Nintendo, because you are an industry leader. And the second you price games at $8, everyone else will follow through, especially on a game like Mario Kart that will succeed, that will kind of essentially prove to the games industry that they can get away with pricing games at $80, that people will still buy them and they can make boatloads of money from that price point. It is going to set a baseline, whether you intend to or not. And so by doing so, you're not just kind of confined to this Nintendo bubble. You are changing the industry as a whole in a way that is worse for consumers in the long run, especially during the current economic state. You can see right here, just from reactions to this quote, that people are not happy about this. Somebody joking here, we will implement variable purchasing if you want to implement variable pricing. Perfect. That means Mario Tennis, Mario Golf, Mario Soccer, and ARMS should all be $40 or less. Variable goes in both directions, and if this means some games will be less than $60, then it's an extremely good thing. But I'm skeptical. See, that's the hypocritical aspect to this whole variable pricing. The ceiling is variable, but the floor is not. The floor stays at least $60 to $70, but Nintendo will not price something at below $60, $50, $40, $30 if the scale is kind of at that level. And so this is just kind of a bullshit excuse, this whole variable pricing thing. I mean, it's simple. They just want more money. They do want to raise the floor and slowly start to ingratiate this trend of games becoming $80. And they kind of want to future-proof themselves. And this is all just essentially a corporate, business-driven move that takes no consideration for consumers and kind of the state that they're...
These comments are crazy, dude. Nintendo really showing their greed is hard not to really notice. Haven't seen a reaction go from 100% positive to 100% negative so fast. Family friending losing its value. My daughter loves her Switch, and I was thinking about buying the new one for her, but I'm good. That greedy, shitty company doesn't deserve the business. Like, this is what I was trying to explain yesterday. It's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter people are not going to enjoy this, and it's all about what the consumers want to do because they're the ones with the power. It's always up to the consumers. It is always up to the consumers. Do you see the sales? The sales today? That's fucking crazy. What the Nintendo Switch 2 sales? Did they drop sales or pre-orders? People online crazy. Wait, let me see this. Is it on Twitter or something? I heard a rumor, not sure if you talked about it or not, but Nintendo's apparently raising prices worldwide to keep Japanese prices down for their own country consumers. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Let's say that's true, Jeff. Let's say that's true. Let's say that is true. Am I mad for them doing that? No. But what I think is fucking crazy is, let's say America did something like that. God forbid we did something like that. But other countries can do that. And that is what's kind of fucking annoying. That is what's kind of fucking annoying. Here's some of the things on Twitter. Nintendo president tells those who can't afford the Switch 2 to just play the original Switch. Nice. Nintendo taking variable approach to pricing with Nintendo 2 titles. Nintendo president has explained why Mario Kart will cost $80 and what it means for first party. $9.99 is not an exorbitant price. Nintendo executive defends Switch 2 welcome tour price. This is the tutorial. I'm just saying, it's just, you know, Japan has always been Japan first, right? Like they were the original, like, no one can come to our fucking country. So it's just, again, I don't blame them. I don't, like, it's shitty, it's scummy, it's greedy, blah blah blah, whatever. It's insert whatever word. All I'm saying is you cannot expect, it's all of those things, but you cannot expect your consumers to just be fucking okay with it. That's all I'm saying. That is all I've been trying to say. You just cannot expect your consumers to be okay with it. That's it. And the consumers, guess what? Are not fucking okay with it. Are not fucking okay with it. Data, you're fucking crazy, dude. I doubt they'll hit sales goal. Well, did you see the thing where they're delaying pre-order sales in Canada and in the United States because of this? He mentioned earlier that they're delaying pre-order sales in parts of America and in Canada because of this. Hot Stocks got Switch 2 for sale on eBay already. Damn. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. That is crazy, dude. Mandy just sent me this. Switch 2 pre-orders from Australia. 870. Dude, they're scalping Switch 2 fucking consoles. They're scalping Switch 2 consoles, boys. Yo, it's chalked, man. It's fucking chalked. That's hilarious, bro. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? Yo, where's Max? Where's Maximus, dude? Oh, get the fuck out, bro. That is crazy, man. That is crazy, dude. $837. Yo, that's fucking insane, man. The scalping begins.
Living in because of the current world state. And it's not just Bowser who spoke up. Right here we have an article from news outlet IGN. They managed to speak to Bill Trinan, who is America's Vice President of Product and Player Experience. This is a quote that he put out there in regards to Mario Kart World's price tag, him trying to justify all this by saying, I would say it's less about the strategy of pricing Mario Kart World. It's more just whenever we look at a given game, we just look at what is the experience and what's the content and what's the value.
Yo, Dada, when I moved to Virginia, I'm moving to Virginia in the year. I think it's time to upgrade the PC, man. I think it's time to upgrade the PC. You know what I mean? So, I might hit you up.
Mario Kart World, I think, especially as you see from the Nintendo Direct, not to give you any hints or anything, but I did read your article this morning, and I think you had mentioned that you didn't find a lot to discover when roaming around. So I would say tune into our Mario Kart Direct to see what maybe you'll be able to find out about that. But honestly, this is a game that is so big and so vast, and you will find so many little things in it to discover, and there's still some other secrets remaining that I think as people end up buying and playing the game, they're going to find this to be probably the richest Mario Kart experience they've ever had. But that doesn't justify a price increase because we've had plenty of games that offer incredibly rich, dense, and vast experiences that still have the kind of consumer-friendly perspective in mind of like, let's just maintain the price point. Again, they're acting as if Mario Kart is doing something unprecedented when there are plenty of games out there that are vast and rich and dense and still maintain, you know, $70 or less price point. Like, don't get me wrong, Mario Kart World does look like a far more ambitious Mario
Kart's supposed to have voice chat now. I don't think it's that. I think the Switch 2 is like, the easiest way to explain is the Switch 2 has this like feature. It's like a Discord feature. You can now like FaceTime each other, and you can FaceTime a group of people, and you can see like each other's screen, like a screen share on Discord or like a camera share on Discord. It looks like shit. It looks like shit. It did not look good. I can look up the video that showcased it, but it didn't look good, man. It didn't look fucking good at all. I had to sell my gaming computer so I could afford a Switch 2.
Card, but it doesn't look to be the most ambitious open world game ever that has people thinking, oh, this is definitely worth $80 and it's definitely worth raising the entire floor of the base MSRP for AAA releases.
You mean I get voice chat for $800?
Nintendo Switch
That's
2
amazing.
edition games will come.
Not just voice chat. You get video 320p for $800, all right? Don't get it fucked up. Not just voice chat.
Cost $80. Again, these are old games that they've decided to increase the price point of. Tears of the Kingdom being the most egregious example. This is a game whose enhancements, honestly, should all be free. The fact that this is an $80...
Dude, that's the part that bothers me. For games that you already bought on the Switch 1, you have to pay more to play on the Switch 2.
package is just ridiculous. This game is not that old. The enhancements aren't so great as to justify the base $80 MSRP. This is like the audacity of this is actually, it genuinely pisses me off. So here's what Trennan had to say about that side of things, pricing Switch 2 edition games, which are old games, at $80. He said, well, again, what I would say is that we just look at each individual game and we look at the content, the value of that game, and then we say, what is the right price for the value of this entertainment? What is the right price? You already priced it. It was
$59.99. You already told us the price, and people paid the price. It was $60 for a game that came out 2 years ago. What are we even talking about?
Why am I that is that really what you're looking at is for the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, that's the physical price for somebody that has not bought the base game. For somebody who's bought Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild, the upgrade packs, those are $9.99, which puts it at the same price point as those who have never purchased the game. You know, $60 for Breath of the Wild plus $10 is $70, and then Tears of the Kingdom, $70 plus $10 is $80. So, you know, regardless, it makes no difference. Bill Trinan does argue that if you happen to be a Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack member, both of the Zelda upgrade packs are inclusive within that membership, so there's no additional charge for those, except it is an additional charge because you are relegated to a subscription to have access to those Switch 2 edition updates. I imagine that if you unsubscribe or one day you decide that you don't want to pay monthly for this, then you'll lose access to those things. So there are conditions attached to that he doesn't seem to mention. And he says, finally, but I think overall our general approach is really just focus on what's the content, what's the value, and what's an appropriate price based on that. Well, you've already determined that Tears of the Kingdom is a $70 game, and you're not adding any new content on top of that. So you increasing the price point to $80, it's just you kind of overplaying your hand, you know, because you've already set the price at $70. That's...
Hey, look, guys, data. Let me tell you something. Look, if you, Jeff, and Mandy all give me $50, and then you guys find 3 people to give you $50, and then those 3 people find 3 people to give them $50, we might be able to get a Switch 2 for all 12 of us.
That's what it should be worth at most on the Nintendo Switch 2, even with the upgrades. Again,
and trust
if
me,
they
bro,
had new content, it'd be
it's not a
thing,
pyramid scheme.
But performance and graphics upgrades, those things should be free. And yes, there's the whole like app integration and whatnot, but as I've mentioned before, there are developers who've given far more content for free than what Tears of the Kingdom is doing here. The fact that they're charging $10, it is a freaking insult. Here's another response from Nintendo, specifically Bill Trinan, that Mashable got when they interviewed Bill Trinan. So when asked about the $80 price point for Mario Kart World, he said this: Mario Kart is a tremendous, tremendous amount of content. The way the world is so interconnected, I can literally drive across the continent. Ooh. I'm sometimes racing through 6 different tracks on something like Knockout Tour and racing in between them, and it's all seamless and interconnected.
Again, am I giving
like
$50
this is the first game of its kind open.
I would like to play a Switch too. Are we switching which weekends we each get it? No. The way it works is you, Data, Jeff give me $50. Then you each find 3 people. They give you $50. And then they find 3 people. And then by the time we hit that 3rd level, we can afford 1 Switch 2 and 1 game. Then we'll take turns. Then the timeshares, you know?
Open world racing, which has been done. Forza Horizon did it. So it's not like they're revolutionizing gaming here. They are taking the Mario Kart formula.
My biggest thing about all this is, out of all of the games, dude, out of all of the games they're willing to plant their flag and die on the hill for, it's Mario Kart. Out of all of the games, dude, Mario Kart. That's the game? Oh, dude, movie theaters are worse, Wickstrom. Movie theaters are terrible. Movie theaters are terrible. Yeah, you have to love it like you do. You have to love it like you do, or it has to be a really big movie. I love how people bitch about game prices when you could potentially play these games for hundreds of hours. You could see a movie at the theater. It's $20 for 3 hours. It's a scam. Movie theaters are scams too. Don't get it twisted. And again, but it's kind of the same thing, right? Because like, let's say like we'll use I mean, it's all a scam. It's all a scam. But you're assuming that we're going to play hundreds of hours on this. There's very few games that I've played hundreds of hours on. There's games that I've paid $70 for that I've played 10 minutes of. You know what I mean? So it's hard to say. I just go back to my argument. This is my argument. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if they want to charge $80 a game. I don't give a fuck if they want to charge $450 for the console. I don't care if AMC is going to charge me $20 to see a movie. But they cannot get mad if the consumers are mad about it. You can set your price. It's like my shop. It's like my shop, guys. I don't, like, you cannot be mad at me for what I price. Like, how do I rephrase this? Because you are allowed to be mad at me, but like it is what it is. What I price my cards at, because I have to make a margins, and I'm getting fucked over buying it from suppliers because I don't have a distributor. But I can't get mad as the shop owner at you guys for not wanting to buy. I can't get mad because it just is what it is. You guys have all the power. You know, I could go out of business tomorrow, and it just is what it is. You know what I mean? Mario Kart, people have been playing the fuck out of Mario Kart 8. Have they? I just think it's weird that that's the game that they're willing to plant their flag on. I feel like they have bigger IPs than Mario Kart. That's just me, though. I played 24 days, 2 hours and 15 minutes of Division 2. Holy shit, dude. You squeezed every penny out of Division 2. I'm just saying, man. Mario Kart, out of all the games, Mario Kart? But then again, I'm not a Nintendo stan. I feel like they should have done it with Pokemon. Like, or maybe like a Super Mario, but Mario Kart? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Formula and expanding it, which is awesome. But again, they're games that are as ambitious, if not more, than Mario Kart.
And one last thing. I'm also very realistic. We will live in a fucking world where games will cost $100. Like, it's inevitable. These fucking companies, like, dude, it's inevitable because these companies spend so much money and are not making any ROI on their investment. Point blank, look at Ubisoft. How is Ubisoft still a fucking company? They spend hundreds of millions on games that just do not make them any money. So it's like, the more and more they spend, they dig themselves in holes, and then they're gonna raise the prices. I mean, it's simple. I'm not oblivious to that. Again, I'm just saying, at the end of the day, the consumers will dictate the market. The consumers. And right now, people are mad that they don't want to fucking pay it. And, you know, it is what it is. It's their money. It's their money, man. Microtransactions are the devil. I still have my Switch and my PS4. That's all I gotta say. That's what I'm saying, dude. I haven't upgraded shit. I have my PC. What I took away from what you said is you're going out of business tomorrow. Crap, I mean, I may need to ship soon. It's all mine, Will. It's all mine.
Kart World that are priced at $70. Mario Kart World just hasn't earned that $80 price point in terms of what it's trying to do. It is no GTA 6. And even GTA 6, you know, kind of the prospect of that being $80 is something
I'm okay with microtransactions, though. They keep the game prices down as long as it's cosmetic only. But see, that's not always the case, though, Jeff. Assassin's Creed is a $70 game and it has microtransactions.
People are not happy about. So Mario Kart World doing it is, you know, understandably drawing a lot of backlash given the standardization that it's setting for gaming as a whole and making things more expensive for everyone industry-wide. And then one more response I want to talk about from Nintendo is their justification for why the Welcome Tour game for Nintendo Switch 2 costs any kind of money whatsoever instead of it being included in the package. So we now know for sure that Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour costs $10, which just about universally it is agreed upon that this should have been packed into the game in the same way that Wii Sports was, in the same way that Astra Playroom was for PlayStation 5. Didn't you buy a skin on Rivals? No. Especially when
No, I never bought a skin on Rivals. So Rivals, while it has microtransactions and I could have bought the skin, I was grinding the daily quests and the weekly quests. And I was saving those up to buy the skin. But I'd never put my credit card information to get the skin itself.
Astra Playroom and Wii Sports look to be far more kind of, I don't know, extensive or more fun games, then the Welcome Tour, it costing any kind of money at all, is something that people are utterly...
The only thing I buy microtransaction wise is the battle pass. I pay for battle passes. I pay for $10. I paid $10 a battle pass. Like for Apex Legends, I bought multiple battle passes. I bought the battle pass for Marvel's Rivals. I bought multiple battle passes because the game is free, right? So for me, a battle pass is $10. I want to support. If I put a lot of hours in Apex Legends back in the day. I put a lot of hours in Marvel's Rivals. I have no problem supporting with the battle pass, and you get equally fair amount of content and stuff in return for a battle pass. So I don't feel bad about it. But League of Legends is crazy. I remember when League of Legends dropped the Faker anniversary like celebration skin, and you would have to drop $500 for that. Dude, that was crazy, and people bought it. The consumer spoke. League fans are crazy, right? They paid the $500 for that.
And the justification that Bill Trennan provided when IGN asked about that was, it's an interesting product. I think people will be able to see through Treehouse Live probably a little bit more maybe than you were able to see on the show floor. It's a pretty robust piece of software. There's a lot of great detail in there. For some people, I think there are people who are particularly interested in the tech and the specs of the system and things like that. For them, I think it's going to be a great product. It's really for people that want more information about the system rather than necessarily a quick intro to everything it does. And for that reason, and just the amount of care and work that...
Bro, that made me think. I'm sorry for pausing a lot, but that made me think. Imagine Rip and Shippers did microtransactions. Like, you pay for the pack, right? And you have to pay a microtransaction for me to open the pack. Okay. And then there's another microtransaction for me to put a penny sleeve on it. And then say you get a hit, well, it's a microtransaction for me to put it in a top loader. Or a microtransaction for me to store it here. You know?
That the team put into
I'm getting
it. I think
ideas.
It was decided that, yeah, this feels like $10 is not an exorbitant price. It feels like a good value for what you're getting out of the product. $10 is not exorbitant, but it's about the principle of the thing and the fact that better standards have been set by other console launches like the Wii and PlayStation 5. And Bill Trennan makes
I pay
the
a
justification here that a lot
microtransaction
of
to
care
change your
and work
clothing.
was put
Put a
into
price
this
on that
game
sundress,
by the team to
Sundance.
justify the $10 price point. But that's also not unique to the Welcome Tour. A lot of care and work was put into Wii Sports, as it was put into Astro's Playroom, and yet...
You know what's funny about that, Jeff? I was a part of a lot in like the older streaming days, Jeff. I wore a dress as a donation goal for St. Jude. I think we raised like $500 and I wore a dress. So to be fair, there was a price back then.
Those experiences were free. We look at something like Astro's Playroom. It felt like a full-fledged game. It was free, so it is a shorter game, but 4 to 5 hours for a free game.
there is a dress.
Does a lot to showcase the PlayStation 5's hardware capabilities and that it's fun within its own right. I don't think that Switch 2's Welcome Tour will live up to Astro's Playroom, and it costs money, whereas this is completely free. Not to mention that for $10, I mean, the fact that it's $10, if it was like $2 or something, $5 at most, but even $5 is just a little too much, honestly. Again, it should be free. But at $10, I mean, when you think about what you can get for $10, Undertale is $10. You've got freaking Vampire Survivors is $5, and currently it's discounted to $4. You've got freaking Balatro, which for $5 more, you get this endlessly replayable game. There is no justification for the Welcome Tour being $10. That like, I've seen gameplay of it, and a lot of the tech demo there is kind of neat, but neat tech demo should be kind of something integrated in the console at this stage, especially when you're releasing a new console, and especially when other console releases have kind of set the bar on that front. This right here just feels like such a regression to what other consoles have done that it's just hard to wrap your head around it. And whenever you give companies an inch in terms of them trying to kind of backpedal on consumer friendliness, I think they need to be called out so that we don't give them that leeway and room, because you give them an inch, They take a mile, they take everything. And going online, you can see that plenty of people are not happy about the situation, with plenty of folks highlighting how Welcome Tour is $10, but Astro's Playroom is completely free. Gene Park, who played Welcome Tour 4 times, straight up said this is like really neat and would have been a perfect pack-in. The Switch 2 Welcome Tour being a paid game is so out of pocket. I'm still not over that. A lot of people aren't because it feels like the standards are kind of being lowered, which is just egregious. And looking at responses, people are mocking this whole situation, just utterly in disbelief that the audacity to do this would even exist. And so, yeah, look, again, it all comes back to I love the Nintendo Switch 2's hardware. I love the games that are coming out for it. I think the Nintendo Direct did a really good job of like showcasing that Nintendo really kind of put a lot of love and care into refining the Switch 1 when making the Switch 2. And I'm sure the games coming out for it will be incredibly fun, and it is going to be a successful console. But because we care about Nintendo and its games and its platforms and its hardware, it's all the more reason to call this stuff out so that we don't let them push the boundaries too far, because not only is that bad for, you know, those who want to partake in the Switch 2 ecosystem, it sets standards for gaming as a whole that might lead to regressions kind of industry-wide, because Nintendo is an industry leader, and what they do does have a ripple effect, and that's something that no matter what Bowser says, Nintendo can't get away from. And so their justifications, their responses, trying to justify everything they're doing here just falls completely flat. Or at the very least, that's one man's take. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on the responses provided by Nintendo and the price points we're seeing for the Welcome Tour, the fact that Mario Kart World is $8, and freaking Nintendo Switch 2 edition games, older games.
Nintendo's gonna kill it. People are gonna be mad though right now. I mean, it just is what it is. Switch 2 Welcome Tour. I just want to see what this is and why everyone's mad that this is $10.
To help players better understand the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
Hello. My current location is actually inside the game itself. This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game. There are a lot of question mark icons here. Let's examine them. This sign reads, "Where are the magnets?" The Joy-Con 2 controllers attach to the system with magnets. And those magnets are inside the system. The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal, so that's how they attach to the system. A magnetic circuit is formed between them so they won't easily detach. Through examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2. Another example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this. You can adjust the position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con 2. By combining the mouse controls and gyroscopes, things like this are possible. There are secrets to discover even as you're playing minigames and tech demos. Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed out. There are plenty. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Would you guys pay $10 for that? Would you guys pay $10 for that?
You're tense, I'm calm.
Hey!
I control that force through fluid motion.
To extract the bottom, or what do you gotta do?
Crumby!
Oh my god. Look who's here.
Crumby! Fuck. What's up, boys?
Let's see.
Yo, Crumby pulled a God Pack! A Demi God Pack! Exotic Rumble pulled a fucking demigod pack, yo! Out of Prismatic, dude. This is Prismatic. He got 2 evolutions. Let's go, Crumbie. How hyped were you?
Do you see now? It means becoming like clear water.
The centering is
Right. Water can take
I hope it looks better on your end, but it does not look too hot on my end.
down in a torrent the very next.
Of course the centering looks good on the Terrapagos, but this looks right heavy. This looks right heavy. The Terrapagos. Of course the Terrapagos isn't fucking right heavy. Crumbie! Let's go! Let's go, Crumbie! I was on FaceTime and going through them fast because I'm used to dog shit. I look at the camera, I'm like, holy shit! Nice, man. That's a big banger, dude. Congratulations. Congratulations, man. You deserve it, dude. You deserve it, man. Congratulations, dude. Getting 2 is sick, dude. I've seen demigod packs where people don't even get an evolution. So the fact that you got 2 is crazy. Almost got 3, man. This baited you hard. Almost got 3. But I've seen demigod packs where it's like fucking SIR demigod packs, you know? So congratulations, dude. Fucking sick, man. It went Flareon, Vaporeon, and you're like, please God, let it be an Umbreon. Please God, let it be an Umbreon. Please God, let it be an Umbreon! Yep, and I was praying for an Umbreon. I'm not surprised. I'd be too. Crumbie was like this. Crumbie was like this. Guys, alright? He opened it. He saw the borders. He's like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. So guys, funny story. When Crumbie first got into the hobby, dude, he was working out every day, right? He's like, I'm gonna work out every day. So he stopped working out, but I wasn't streaming at the time. I wasn't streaming the card opening stuff. So we would stream on Discord to each other opening packs. So I'll never forget. So Crumbie would come home from work and he'd be like, am I doing it right, dude? Am I doing it right? And he'd be shaking and he'd be like, fuck, trash. That'd be Crumbie. So this is Crumbie when he saw the demigod pack, okay? This is Crumbie when he saw the demigod pack. He saw it. Flareon. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. He sees the other border. Oh my God. Oh. Vaporeon. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, dude. He sees the other border. Please, Umbreon. Please, Umbreon. I'm trying to be rich. Please, Umbreon. Please. Everything. Please, 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 please. Fuck! Guaranteed he screamed fuck. He said, I guarantee he said fuck. Guarantee, dude. Oh, guarantee, dude. Getting one is the bang. No, 100%, Mandy. But the thing is, Mandy, I know how exotic Rumble is, dude. In his head, he's happy that he got a demigod pack. But what he's really saying in his head is, how the fuck did I not get a god pack? You know, that's what Crumbie's really saying. Man, that's awesome, Crumbie. Congratulations, dude. Straight banger. Straight banger. So Jeff got a fucking god pack at a Terrassal Festival, and Crumbie got a demigod pack from Prismatic. Dude, they're real, man. You can get them. You can get them, dude. That's insane, bro. What a day. Crumby, now that you're up, dude, why don't you battle Jeff for some Journey Together, dude? Let's do a Journey Together battle, guys. Let's wipe out the rest of this booster box. There could still be an SIR in here. We'll do a battle. How many packs do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 18 packs left. We're actually halfway through the box. We have 18 packs left. Anyone want to do a Journey Together battle? I'd be down. I'd join. Dad is like, yeah, we're halfway through. My wallet said so. Daddy, you're crazy, man, dude. You're crazy, dude. Look, if anyone was interested, I would do a booster box at $240. I'm sure you guys could probably get it cheaper, but I have it at $265. I would do a one-time deal for $240. Let me get 2 packs to treat myself tonight. Fuck it, let's run it, dude. You deserve 2 packs. Which 2 packs you thinking? Which 2 packs you thinking? Number 9 each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good night, Mandy. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 on this side. I can move this back one over and make it 9 if you would like. Good night, Mandy. Thank you for hanging out, brother. Well, you let me know what you want. I'm going to add data to the box. Number 3. One, 2, 3. 2 more Journey Together. Also, your chat is super slow tonight. God damn, man. Ruthless. That was ruthless. I mean, you know, it'd be like that sometimes, dude. It do be like that sometimes. Like 10-second delay? I wouldn't know why. Lorgato, the Clink. Oh, by the way, data. Chat is slower. Streams are slower on YouTube than they are on Twitch. So that could be why. Twitch is much faster. Twitch is much faster. Torchic. Morgrim. Tyranitar. I know that you're watching from YouTube today, but Twitch is much faster. There's less of a delay on Twitch. A much faster delay. Like if you pull up your Twitch compared to your YouTube, you'll see. Lotad. Confi and Reshiram. We should do a pack battle tournament for a prize. What are you thinking? I'd be down. I'd put a prize. I'd be down to put a prize. I'm sorry, Dada. But it depends. Like, you have to find someone. Because if I join the pack battle tournament myself, I'm not also going to put a prize. I'll pay for a prize. Chat just needs to buy packs. I'll pay for a prize. Chat just needs to buy packs. I just don't think tonight's the night. It's a little slow, and that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yesterday was crazy as fuck. Yesterday was definitely one of our best days ever on stream. So, it's also a Tuesday. Tuesdays are a bit slower. Tuesdays are just a bit slower. That's fine. That's fine. Every day can't be a banger, man. Not with this size of a channel. As we continue to grow, it'll get better. But every day can't be a banger. Yeah, bro. So you did. Yeah, it was like 5.5, almost 6 hours. It was a really good stream. It was a really good stream. A lot of energy in the chat. It was awesome. We love those days, man. We love those days. Those days were bangers. That day, yesterday was a banger, dude, for sure. And that's fine. I mean, it all evens out, man. I might just call it a little earlier today. I'll put 55 store credit up if you want to do it later. You're crazy, dude. Bro, what are you doing? You want to make a prize of $55? I would rather you join the pack battle and I put a prize. You're crazy. You shouldn't be the one putting up the prize. I don't mind putting up a prize. It would just be cool to have people to do it. I would rather you just join the battle. I'll do anything 30-ish or less. Probably best to be 1 to 2 packs per, maybe 8 slots. I was thinking we do like a journey together booster box pack battle. So I open a fresh booster box. Everyone gets like, he said 30-ish, right? So what's 30-ish? 30-ish is, what's 8 times 5? We either do 4 packs each, 5 packs each, do a full booster box, and then the winner gets the 55. The winner, you don't even have to put a prize. You don't have to put a prize. The winner gets everything. It's just a full-on pack battle. Yo, good night, Will. Good night, Will. Yeah, Jeff, I'm not going to take your $55. Save it for the battle. Like, use the $55 for the battle. You know what we could also do? Say we do, like, we could also do where every person adds, like, $5 on top of the packs. So you get everything plus $5. So let's say, for example, 8 times 4, you get 4 packs, and it's $32. And then let's say every person sends 35 total, right? So then the $3 gets put to the side, and that's like a prize pool. So the winner gets all the hits plus whatever the prize pool is. And if we do four, there's 36 packs. 36 divided by 4. We could get 9 slots, or people can get multiple spots. People can get multiple spots, and you can break it up like that. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? But each spot is 4 packs at 35, and then $3 goes to a prize pool. And then we fill out all the spots, and then we battle. People battle each other. We could also do a bracket system, or we could just do all 9 spots, and then whoever gets the most hits, whoever gets the biggest hits wins. I would join myself. I'd join. That would sound cool. That's 36. Jeff, I'm gonna put your 55 on the side, all right? BT dubs. I don't know. What do you guys think? You know who would be down? Peter would be down too. And Peter sent for a good bit of shit that he never got opened. He has like $50-ish that I owe him. Well, he has 78 in total, but he did get 2 prismatic packs that I have. He sent 78. I had 2 prismatic packs, so he has like $52 that I owe him. I don't know. What do you guys think, man? What do you guys think? Crumby, talk to me. Would you be down for a big booster bundle pack battle? We each get 4 or 5 packs. We split a whole booster box. Winner takes everything, and then the extra money on the side, it goes to the prize pool, and the winner gets that in store credit. Who we got? Well, right now it's you, Jeff. I'm just trying to see if people are interested in something like that. Jeff is down. Jeff is down. He actually sent $55 that he initially wanted as the prize, but I said no. Like, we'll just use, he can use that to buy packs. I'm sure Peter would be down because Peter sent, and I didn't get to open his packs because he fell asleep. I would be down if we can't get anybody. I'm sure Kim would be down. We could get people. It probably won't happen today, but we could definitely get people to do this. There's 36 packs in total. If we could get 6 people, each 6 people, every person gets 6 packs. Every person gets 6 packs. It'd be 48 for the packs. We send 50 total. So it's 50 total. You send 48 for 6 packs. The $2 extra goes into the prize pool. So then you would end up with an extra, if you win, you get all the hits plus an extra $12 in store credit. All right, you're down for something like that too. All right, so Jeff is down, you're down, I'm down if we can't fill it. So, okay. I'll start advertising it and then maybe we can run it by the weekend or sooner. That would be sick. I think that would be sick. If we can get 6 people for a fucking booster box battle, I think that would be sick. And maybe to advertise it, like if we can't get people, you know what I'm thinking? Maybe we do like, let me see what Jeff is going to DM me. What do you think, Data? What do you think? Awfully quiet over there. I would love to hear your input. I'd be down as well, but I don't get paid till the 20th, so float me? Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. What's the 21, Jeff? What's the 21? It's crude, but the math worked out to be 36 per. 333. 22222. What's the daily scam? Yo, Peter, what's up, dude? Hey, I never ran your packs last night, dude. I don't have that much prismatic. I have 2 packs of prismatic. I saved them for you. So from the 78 you sent with the 2 prismatic, it gives you 52 left over. We're trying to try to figure out how to do a big battle, like kind of like a March Madness bracket battle of Journey Together. So let me run your 2 packs of prismatic first, Peter. I don't want you to forget your prismatic, brother. Like a yeah, so but it would be it's a sealed booster box, but we get people we everyone chips in to buy the booster box, so you pay the packs for the booster box, and then we do kind of like a bracket. So Jeff is thinking about like a booster box. Like, I'll explain it. Let me just open your packs real quick. You have 52 in store credit, by the way. Good luck. Spritzy, Slowpoke, let's go. Karen, Screamtails, Scoop Up, Pokeball Duskull, Corner, Stone, a triple banger in one. Not bad, actually. Houndour, Spritzy, Duskull again, Crispin, Eevee, Groudon, the time full art. You got 4 hits. It would equal to 36. The first round is 3 packs per. But Jeff, the thing is, it's a great idea, Jeff, but you're banking on us finding 8 people. Unless the only way that works is if people are cool with getting multiple spots. Then it wouldn't matter, because like if people get multiple spots, then it makes more sense. You know what I mean? But finding 8 people is just gonna be tough, dude. We have 9 people watching us right now. You know what I mean? Like, getting 8 people to participate in a break is next to impossible here. Might be too pricey per spot though. Might have to break it down. More spots but cheaper. But I think it'd be easier for us to fill 6 spots than 8. You know what I mean? Like, Crumby's down, you're down, Data said he's down, Peter might be down. Just let people buy how many they want. It has to be equal. It has to be equal for it to be a battle. If one person says we're all buying 4 packs, everybody has to buy 4 packs. However many people join, that's up to them, you know? But I was saying, if we get 6 people at 50 a spot, right? But then $5 of the 50 goes to the prize pool. So that means the winner of the pack battle. So normally it would cost 48 for 6 packs, but if we do 45 goes to the packs and then $5, everyone gets $5 taken from the 50, and then it's $30 prize pool. So you win everything. So whoever wins the pack battle wins all the hits plus a $30 store credit. I feel like that would be easier to fill than trying to get 8 people. We do 6 $50 spots, $5 from each person goes to a prize pool, so the winner gets all the hits plus $30 store credit. I'd rather just do 6 spots at 45. Would be 48. I'm taking $3 off. I'm taking $3 off to add to the prize pool. Because it's 8 a pack. 8 times 6 is 48. So I would be taking $3 off per from everybody's 6-pack cost to put into the prize pool. That's if you buy a full booster bundle, Peter. A booster box. The packs individually cost 8 per. We're opening a sealed box, yes. No, Jeff, the tournament bracket makes sense. It's just I just don't think we'll fill that many slots. All right, Peter. Peter, you have $52 in store credit. Regardless of if you're joining or not, you still have $52 in store credit. So if there's anything else you'd like, let me know. I think the bracket idea would work if people would be okay, like if they wanted to get multiple spots, right? So say, Jeff, you wanted 2 spots, but you would have to be on opposite ends of the bracket. But then what happens if your 2 spots end up meeting each other at the end? You know what I mean? Then you just win the whole thing, you know? You have Japanese OP? Yes, I do. I do. I have 3 boxes of OP11. Run me one for 52. Exclamation point deal. Or is it exclamation point deals? What's the command? I'll take a refund. All right, Peter. What the hell? I'm gonna send it through Cashapp. Money. Yeah, I wonder, dude, you know what, Jeff, though? Like, I really like this bracket idea. I just really wonder, like, it would be cool to run something like this in the future, like a March Madness bracket. I wonder if people would be down to run something like this, though. Because then you're also not risking as much, right? Because, like, let's say you buy the 3 packs, right? And then you don't win, well, you don't have to buy again. But for the people that stay in, they could keep on buying. I mean, then what happens then? Like, what if someone's like, oh, I don't actually want to keep going? Because like, what if in the bottom row, someone pulls the Lily's Clefairy, right? What if person number 3 in this second battle, this guy pulls the SIR? What incentive do they have to keep battling, right? That's also another question. Because like, what incentive do they have? They don't have any incentive to keep battling. And I can't force someone to battle, so I'll just be like, all right, you win. You know, like, you got the Lily's Clefairy, GG's, I guess. You know, like, I have no incentive. I wouldn't be able to stop someone from saying no. And the same goes, like, what if someone hits the second biggest card here, you know? Then the final 2 people could get completely cucked, and they can open 2 packs each and get fucking bulk and bulk, right? So there's a lot of risk in that as well. But if like we could say like everybody, it would be risky in a bracket. You wouldn't necessarily win the game if you pulled good early. Yes and no, like, but again, you run the risk of like pulling a really good card and then just being like, what's the point of me continuing to go further? Like it's the incentive based, right? Like you have no incentive to continue. Like, I wouldn't want to keep going. If I pulled a $100 hit out of 3 packs, like, I have no incentive to keep on going. None at all. Like, if there was a way to like ensure that people would play it out to the end, but you can't, obviously you can't, like, what's the word? You can't. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it'd just be so tough. It'd just be so tough. It would be fun though. I don't know. I wonder how you'd play it off. Who knows? And I was watching a show on Hulu Plus. It's called Paradise. That show was very fun. It was a very good show to watch. The ending, I don't know. I'm mixed on the ending. The ending, I'm definitely mixed on the ending, but the build up and everything was really good. Maybe you guys would enjoy it. Peter, if you're here, I'll give you the box for $50 if you respond right now. That's crazy as fuck. The fuck? No tingle, man. No tingle. I sent him a DM. Any booster boxes? Yo, what up, Brett? I feel like I've seen you in other streams. The only booster box I have is Journey Together. Yo, I gotta head to training later, Jeff. I only have Journey Together booster boxes. If you're interested in other booster boxes, I have a buddy that sells primarily booster boxes. I'll catch you later, Jeff. I'd be hopping around. Yo, what up, Brett? Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do, brother. I feel it. How's your day going, man? I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, we only have Journey Together. We're pretty small. Small inventory. We do what we can, you know what I mean? We do what we can. But, no, I definitely seen you around. I'm Velez, so, like, my primary name is Velez when I was going around buying a lot from places. I'm pretty sure I've seen you on a lot of the channels that I used to hop around. Oh. My back is killing me today. My back is killing me today.
And now you're leaving just like that. Why do you have to go?
Any crazy pulls?
What are you going to do?
Yesterday we pulled the Saitama signature out of One Punch Man. That was pretty crazy. Besides that, dude, nah, nothing too crazy. It hasn't been too crazy. YouTube time? I think I might wrap it a little bit early today, Data. Since we went so hard yesterday, I might just call it a little early and just chill. Yeah, dude. The Saitama Siggy was fucking wild. That was a ton of fun to pull. All right, man. Have a good night. I got One Piece to watch. You know what? Get on it, brother. We'll talk about where you're at One Piece tomorrow, dude. And we can reconvene and talk about how awesome it is. Kelvin, how you been, dude? How you been, man? What you been up to? Been chilling, man. Took a break from Pokemon collecting. Hey, the break comes for everybody, dude. And we all go through it. We all go through it. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you, man. We all go through it. It's rough right now, man, but I'll be back when... That's when you want to be back, dude? When Destined Rivals drops, dude? The craziest set of them all? Ugh. That is, It's gonna be a crazy... I mean... Hey, if you can get some, dude, you know, it'll definitely be fun. Again, I just don't think... Dude, I really don't think people are gonna be as hyped when they see Destined Rivals for it. I just really don't think people are gonna be like... The hype is too big for what the set is probably gonna be. It'll be interesting. Dude, I already saw booster boxes at like $450. I think the set's going to be under prismatic, but way bigger than JT. I mean, that's not saying much. JT is your average set. JT is an average set. The chase card's over the top card's over $200, which most chase cards in most Pokemon sets are over $200. The Charizard from 151 is a $250 card. Lily's Clefairy was never going to be more than that. It's not saying much that it's going to be over JT. Like, it's not saying much. JT is your average Pokemon set. It is priced accordingly. Like, JT is currently priced accordingly. It's currently priced accordingly. And then under prismatic, I mean, Destined Rivals is not going to have a hit that's bigger than the Umbreon. Mewtwo's not going to be bigger than the Umbreon. They just released like they just released like a what is it, dude? Did you see the other set that's coming later? No. They already released fucking deals for that? They released leaks for that? Let's see what the new set is now. It's gonna be the endless cycle, dude. And then this set's gonna be hyped again. Some info's already out. think it runs Reshiram and Zekrom. Like champions, whatever, champions path. There it is. Black Bolt and White Flare special set products revealed. The lineup includes ETBs with Reshiram and Zekrom, a poster collection, binder collection, mini tins, booster bundles, and more. Wow, there really is fucking... Back in January, we revealed that there'd be a special English set releasing July 18th based on Japan's Black Bolt and White Flare. The set will feature all 156 Unova Pokemon, presumably channeling 151, but for Generation 5. We will now relieve our English set. 2 Elite Trainer boxes featuring Reshiram, Zekrom, 2 binder collections. Very cool set. Most fans don't like Gen 5. Dude, I read this and I was like, man, this guy would get along with Vertemes, and then here he is. It's him. He wrote that. That's funny. That is funny. Next time he's in chat, I have to let him know I said that. That's interesting. I mean, yeah. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel. Man, it just sucks that all these leaks happen. Like, we haven't even gotten at the return of Rocket. Like, we haven't even gotten to Return of Rocket yet. Like, Japanese. Everyone is so hyped for the next set before the current set even drops. I don't know. I really hope Return of Rocket kicks ass. I hope it's a great set. I hope the SIRs like really smack. I haven't seen many leaks of the SIR, so who knows what exactly the big cards are gonna be. And I just really hope that by the time Destined Rivals drops, man, it'll be easy to get fucking cards. Because I am not paying $400. I'm not paying $400 for the set. I need that Wobble Fett promo. Dude, that Wobble Fett promo is kind of cool, actually. I know some people were like, and I thought it was pretty cool. I saw this get leaked today. The Moltres UR. SR in Japanese. This is what I'm kind of saying, man. I think people are not gonna be happy about this set, dude. I think people are not gonna be as happy about this set as they think. As they think, the SIRs need a smack. The SIRs need a smack, dude. I don't think many people are gonna be very excited for this set. I mean, we'll see, but looks nice. I think people were mad that Jesse and James weren't on the promo. Also, people are hoping for. There's not going to be dark Pokemon in this set. This isn't a dark. This isn't a dark Pokemon set. They've already made that clear. This isn't a dark Pokemon set. This is a Team Rockets Tyranitar, Team Rockets Moltres. It's a Gym Heroes equivalent set. It's not a dark. It's not a full Team Rocket set. There is not going to be any dark Pokemon in this set. It's going to be Gym Heroes all over again.
You're tense, I'm calm. You apply excessive force. I control that force through fluid motion.
I don't know. I think when the set officially drops, people are not gonna be as happy, man. I just really don't think they'll be as happy.
Do you see now? It means becoming like clear water.
Water.
Right. Water can take any form. Drifts without effort one moment, then pounds down in a torrent the very next.
All right. All right. All right. I think we're gonna call it there, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, man. We're gonna call it a night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for everything, man. I appreciate all the love and the support as always. As always, my name is Sundance Cards. Have a wonderful rest of your night, man. Have a great Wednesday morning, and I will see you guys Wednesday night. Goodbye.